Statement says it serves the public interest, but tonight insiders are attacking the credibility and the performance of the state's highly criticized Public Utilities Commission.
The information comes in a confidential document obtained exclusively by our investigative unit. Chief investigative reporter Tony Kovaleski broke the story tonight. And Tony, the accusations were leveled by some of the most powerful employees inside the PUC, correct?
And Raj, that's perhaps the most shocking part of this document. We've heard similar accusations from outside the PUC. Now, some of the most powerful members from the inside acknowledge safety is not the top priority. In the weeks and months following San Bruno, the reputations of PG&E and the state's Public Utilities Commission were under attack. Questions centered on why it happened and why it wasn't prevented.
Multiple structures on fire, and we have a fireball still coming out.
Now this confidential internal document exposes cultural problems identified and questioned by PUC employees and staff. One quote reads, "If we were enforcing the rules, we would not have to worry about a safety culture." It continues, "If we were holding the utilities accountable and doing what we were supposed to be doing, San Bruno would never have happened."
Oh my God, you can hear the fury of that flames.
The report was compiled by a private consulting firm hired by PUC commissioners and included interviews with senior leaders and top-level directors. Its purpose was to identify safety culture issues inside the PUC. It appears to expose serious morale issues and internal breakdowns.
This regulatory body, this Public Utilities Commission, is a model across the United States.
That's the PUC's executive director defending the commission's reputation in front of our cameras back in 2011. The informal survey includes sharp criticisms of executive director Paul Clannon, specifically saying the executive director's aversion to conflict discourages PUC staff from taking on tough issues head on. The confidential document says insiders also identified an overly cozy relationship with regulated utilities, an accusation the executive director denied in 2011.
So this is what I have to say to anyone who has that perception. It's wrong.
The PUC has declined our request for interviews, instead releasing this written statement that includes, "The report is the result of the informal survey. It is not an analysis of our safety culture or conclusions by our consultants, but a reporting back of what some employees said in informal focus groups." An informal, high-level internal review that also included this quote, "Some staff believe that it is the PUC's failure to thoroughly check the boxes and enforce existing regulations that is at the root of the safety crisis."
We're trying to move people out of these homes right now.
Now, also in its statement, the PUC wrote the report is not an evaluation of the objective truth of those views and perceptions, and it added it will use the results of this report to help define what needs to change. It's information that is sure to garner the attention of state lawmakers. Raj, Jess?
So, Tony, they've been denying this cozy relationship for years. You've now exposed it. What happens next?
Well, a lot, I think, is going to happen in the next 24 to 48 hours. On Wednesday, the leadership of the PUC will be in Sacramento. Lawmakers will likely have the information contained in this confidential report, and that is likely to create conflict when the two sides meet. Sources tell me change is likely on the horizon. We will follow all week long.
Okay, Tony, thank you.